This is SCP Radio Network, coming to you live from Skylab Studios. Up next is the Super Tejano Friday Show with your host, DJ Fluffy.
Este es el Diva Takeover, todos lo quieren escuchar, porque tocan la música alegre y se ponen todos a bailar. It's a Diva Takeover with DJ Mickey DNCC. Miles y miles de gente la escuchan y nadie les puede ganar. Están en SCP Radio, estación internacional. Si quieren lo mejor, no se vayan lejos. Aquí está el Diva Takeover.
Intento alejarme de ti, se apodera de mí el dolor y vuelvo a caer nuevamente a tus pies, intentando salvar este amor. Había prometido olvidarte, dejar de amarte, no verte jamás. Pero siempre que intento alejarme de ti, se apodera de mí el dolor y vuelvo a caer nuevamente a tus pies, intentando salvar este amor. Sé que no debo aferrarme, pero sigo atado a tu corazón. Yo sé bien lo que todo es en vano y que no hay futuro entre tú y yo. Has dejado una huella imborrable en mi ser, que te amo a ti hoy de una vez. Tengo que enfrentar la realidad y aceptar que te he perdido. Y aprendí que el amor no se puede obligar y no podemos cambiar el destino. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte para siempre, sacarte de mi alma, de mi mente. Sé fuerte, no ver hacia atrás, empezar a no quererte. Le pondré una cruz a tu recuerdo para que termine este sufrimiento. Y para dejarte de amar, te daré tiempo a tiempo. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte. Aferrarme, pero sigo atado a tu corazón. Yo sé bien lo que todo es en vano y que no hay futuro entre tú y yo. Has dejado una huella imborrable en mi ser, que te amo a ti hoy de una vez. Tengo que enfrentar la realidad y aceptar que te he perdido. Y aprendí que el amor no se puede obligar y no podemos cambiar el destino. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte para siempre, sacarte de mi alma, de mi mente. Sé fuerte, no ver hacia atrás, empezar a no quererte. Le pondré una cruz a tu recuerdo para que termine este sufrimiento. Y para dejarte de amar, te daré tiempo a tiempo. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte. Empezar a no quererte. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte. Empezar a no quererte. Hoy empiezo a olvidarte.
Hello. Hi everyone. Thank you for watching another edition of the Diva Takeover.
Hopefully our mics are working.
Yeah,
because
are they? Yeah.
They just threw us on. No mic checks, no speaker checks,
No
nothing.
camera, no nothing.
No camera. I mean, no whatever. He got a new Xbox.
Yeah, the CEO gets a new Xbox, and then he thinks he can slack off, and it's just like, okay, we're in his way having a show.
Yes. I'm sorry, sir, but whatever. Yeah, so we're like, he's just like, you're going to be on camera. And we're like, okay, does the speaker work? Does the microphone work? I mean, is the camera in the right position? I don't know. What the heck?
So you just let us know if anything isn't working right, you know, so inbox us. Don't forget to share and tag. Of course, you just heard brand new music from David Lee Rodriguez, and then we're fixing to play the new one by Rocky B. We got great interviews tonight. We have Liz Garcia. We finally got the diva on the Diva Show. So we're looking forward to that. And, of course, we got nothing but brand new music that we're going to be playing tonight. So keep it locked in. Don't forget to tag and share. Let everyone know, you know, that we have brand new music and 2 interviews. And we got G5 later on tonight.
After that, yes.
Yes.
With,
so
on the DJ Fluffy show.
DJ Fluffy, yeah. Super Tejano Friday night show.
Forgot what it was called. Whatever.
I had to learn the both titles. But we're going to go ahead and play the brand new music from Rocky B. And then, of course, you know, we'll come back with Liz Garcia.
Hey.
Este amor que yo te ofrezco, y aunque
I don't know where Cece went. She left. She ran off really quick. Um, we didn't make any drinks before the show started, so she's like, "Let me run and get." Even though that song was 5 minutes long, she could have been going while the song was playing, but she did not. But anyways, we are here going to have our next interview. And, our CEO is playing his games and forgot that he had to call in the interview and get them ready and everything. And he's like, I'm in the middle of a game. Good thing he didn't bring his Xbox out here because. Mary Jane, any luck? That didn't sound right. Anyways, we want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors. I don't have any bottles, but Blue Chair Bay. um, oh my God, what is it? George Gonzalez? Parties for you. I couldn't think of the name. Anyways, but yes, we have two great interviews tonight. We have Liz Gonzalez and G5 coming up a little bit later on the Super Tejano Friday show.
Here but wait, we do have.
Oh, we do have one. And it's the banana
cream rum, our favorite. And we're running low, so George, we're gonna need another couple of bottles. Not one, a couple.
All right, you're gonna top off your cup.
Heck yeah!
Of margarita.
Of course, it's a Diva Takeover show.
Yes.
And look, Liz is standing by.
Yeah, she's standing by waiting for us. Let's send a few shout outs. Let's see, I have Dodie, Marty, Frank Salas, and I have Vidion and Dora, of course. From Dora. Sent out her CD. Great songs, her third CD. So that is pretty cool. That she already has 3 CDs. Fast. And videos and everything. So they were all, I heard them yesterday, so they were all great songs. We're going to be playing La Cumbia de Minimo or something. I think it's La Cumbia de Minimo. Awesome song. Okay, you ready, bartender?
I am.
Should we bring
ready? Let's rock and roll.
Hello, Liz. How are you?
Hi, everyone. ¿Cómo están?
Oh, Lord. Fluffy's calling us guainitas because, Mary Jane got our margaritas. So he's like, okay, guainitas. How are you doing?
Doing good, thank you.
What's wrong? You look nervous.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you look nervous.
You look nervous. What's wrong?
No, I'm good. It's too dark in here, I think.
Are you in the closet or what? Where are you at?
I have to hide from everybody. No noise.
We were hoping that you could make that trip to Houston. I know that, you've been trying to get here. Of course, this time around it didn't happen, but I'm glad that we were able to Skype in, an interview with you, because I know that we were trying to reach out to you when we were doing the Diva Takeover and Team Fluffy, and I'm just glad that we were able to schedule something. And it's Team Diva.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes.
And I like the flyer that she made and the little video.
Margot made the flyer. That was really nice.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
I liked it. It was pretty.
So Thank you. Yeah, she does awesome flyer.
Yes. So what you been up to during these times?
Well, I mean, not performing much like I was supposed to. I had a lot of events scheduled that I had to postpone. A lot of them that have to be moved till next year. A lot of them had to be canceled. I did have a full schedule this year, but it was unfortunately didn't happen. I mean, I did have to keep a few events that I couldn't cancel anymore. So those are the ones that I'm going to be attending from here until the end of the year. But pretty much staying busy. Right now, I'm trying to finish my second album, Una Estrella. I still have to go hit the studio here next week, hopefully. And I'm planning on releasing it before the year ends, but that's the goal. So hopefully it happens.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because normally around the holiday season, the artists are releasing the Christmas songs, and then once the new year hits is when that boom, everyone comes out of the door with all their new music. So you still got plenty of time. So you're good. You're good.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. The goal was to end it, to wrap it up actually by the end of the year. So even if it's December the 31st, that's the plan. But
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah, that's still before the end of the year.
Even if it's a minute before.
Right?
Yeah.
11:59.
All right, you made a cara over there. Is it the drink?
It was really cold.
Oh, okay.
I don't like a lot of cold stuff, so yeah. But it's cold. But I think too it is a little bit strong because it's been, in
Y'all are gonna have to double that because y'all are gonna have to take one for me.
there. Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's okay. We'll finish the bottle. We'll finish the bottle. We'll finish the bottle.
Yeah, they're all talking about us. See?
It's okay, but Michelle will finish it before me, so I have to make sure I get my share before she takes over.
Take the first half.
Right?
I gotta take my servings first. It's like when you're making dinner and your husband, he's gonna eat everything, and you gotta go.
So we'll get yours before they make lunches and
Como
stuff.
que tacos before you.
Así es con the liquor here in the studio with Michelle.
Okay, now. What the heck?
Tú sabes que sí.
Oh my god. No.
Okay, I'll be good now.
Oh, I have to sneeze.
Y'all have to get inspired.
Right? So, are you going to be performing anywhere this weekend?
Yes, actually, not tomorrow.
Next
It's
weekend.
gonna be next weekend.
Next weekend?
Next weekend
Yes.
at the Guadalupe Production Awards. I'll be out there.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm excited about that because that's going to be like my first event for the entire year.
Yes.
Yeah, because we attempted fanfare, but it got canceled while we were out there, so we had to make the best of the situation.
Yeah.
But this is going to be the first event, and then we're also keeping track of the COVID-19 and all the restrictions and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. So I look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes. I
Can't wait
wanted
to see all of you.
I know. We were gonna. Well, I was wanted to go, but then I totally forgot about it, and I booked an event. So I have an event on Saturday, so I can.
Ah,
It's already paid for.
We're gonna miss you, Michelle.
I know. I wanted to go so bad. I had already told Fluffy we need to make plans to go, and I totally forgot. I set up an event, and I have an event on Saturday, so I'm not gonna be able to go
Bueno,
this time.
next
dang,
time.
and we have an extra room that's already been
Really?
paid for.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. That I got to get
Fluffy,
rid of.
Should I ditch my event?
Cancel.
Cancel, right?
So I know that you sent me a few singles. We're gonna be playing those in just a few minutes. But have you put out any new merchandise or anything like that in the last couple of months?
I still have the same. I mean, I do have a new shirt. It's in the white T-shirt. I did have black T-shirts before. Now I have the white T-shirt that reads "Les Garcia la Cantante." I do have, of course, I have wristbands. I have my album, my first album, which is Había una vez. I have that available for those of you that are interested in purchasing a hard copy. You can definitely find my music on all the digital platforms. If you just want to stream it, you can definitely do so. Amazon, Google, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everywhere it's available. Or if you want a hard copy, you can definitely reach out to me or Margot Espino. She's my booking agent. I do have shot glasses. I had gotten ready for fanfare myself because I was supposed to be participating in fanfare. So I kind of stayed with all that merch. But of course, my fans don't let me down. They still have been purchasing since everything stopped up until now. So I do have quite a bit of merch that people can actually reach out for me and ask about it.
Do you have a website?
No, actually, right now, everything is done through here, Facebook. So you would have to message me or message Margot or definitely comment on one of my posts on Facebook and I'll reach out to you.
So I know I always ask about TikTok. I want to know, do you have a TikTok?
I do have it, but
Don't use it too much.
I try, but I am a very private person.
Yeah.
I did try it, so I do have one if you want to go look for it. But I haven't really messed with it. I want to say, um, I see that people are very creative. I'm like, I can't top that. But I do have one.
But you can go on there and sing, a piece of your song here and there, like you do, when you perform on Facebook. You do your lives.
Yeah,
You can do
yeah.
something like
I
that.
do need to participate a little more on that. So yeah, that's a goal for next year.
Oh, see, she set her goal for next year, not this year, but next year.
We have something to look forward to.
She's coming out with a new CD,
Right?
and then she's going to do TikTok. Okay.
I'm also going to be working on my next music video. So I mean that was supposed to have been this past around March, April, but because of everything that happened, I had to stop everything. But it wasn't the plan, so I'm gonna continue planning it. So hopefully we'll have a music video here soon, at the beginning of the year, like I did with Es Mejor Decir Adios. So that's another goal of mine to release a music video.
For which
So
song?
it's gonna be on one of my new songs,
Oh,
and I
new
believe it's one of my originals. It's gonna be a little different. I kind of want to make it a fun song. So the one that I'm thinking of, it's a song that I wrote is titled "I Javier." So it's supposed to be a comical song.
Okay,
I don't know,
cool.
catchy.
That
You
is
guys
going to
to
be
dance.
different for you.
Yes.
And Fluffy should be happy that she's coming out with original music.
Yes, 'cause that's what he says. Everybody has time for original music right now because they should be, thinking about new songs and writing songs. So he's gonna enjoy that for sure.
Thank you. Yes, this album is going to have 7 original songs from Liz Garcia and 3 covers. And the reason I include covers on there is because, like I've said it before, to me, it's when I hear a song that I like and somebody else is singing it, it turns my head, and I want to go see who is it that is singing it, and then
Yes.
check out the rest of the music. So that's really the intention with the covers from Liz Garcia to get people's attention to look my way because I'm new still. So
Yes.
I'm throwing out Peligro de Extinción, the Bombón Asesino by Ninel Conde. I'm throwing out also La Mejor Versión de Mí by Nati Natasha, but it's also Liz Garcia style. So I'm throwing those out there, and I know people know those songs. So when they hear the
Hear 'em.
lyrics, they're gonna want to go check it out, and then hopes that they come and check out the rest of my music. So that's the goal.
That's a good way of looking at it, right? Because
Yeah,
like
definitely.
you hear a song that you know, and then you're like, wait a minute, that's not the person that normally sings it. Who sings it? So then you're gonna go look in to see who the artist is, and then you're like, oh, she has a good voice, and let me see what else she has. So that's a good way of thinking about it like that,
I can
Yes.
say one thing that I like about watching you, you're always on Facebook Live. You're
Yes.
always interacting with your fans. You're very intuitive with your fans, very interactive. And I like to see that. What other countries do you have fans from? Because it's not just here in the United States. Where are they coming from? Do you know?
No, I've been recently. My music has been shared in República Dominicana. My music video is playing out there. So I'm very happy about that. Venezuela as well. There's radio stations out there playing my music. I know I'm in Argentina, in Spain.
Awesome.
I'm all over the place. Little Les Garcia is all over the place. So yeah, my music is out there. So I'm very, very happy. Very blessed to be able to say that my music is playing not only here, not locally, it's everywhere. So I'm very happy because at the same time it's letting people know who I am and creating an interest to come and check me out, even though I'm on this side of the world. And also, I know Africa is also, I had an artist reach out to me that wanted to collaborate, but it's still in the talks, we're
Oh,
still,
wow.
because it's very different. It's very different. And I'm also, I have one foot into the freestyle genre as well. So,
Oh, cool.
I mean, there's a lot of good things, I'm just not sitting around. There's a lot of good things that we're working on. A lot of surprises coming, hopefully, si Dios quiere, next year. So, as as many selfies as you see on Facebook, it's just not selfies. Liz Garcia is working.
Yeah, we take a lot of selfies.
Yeah, we take a lot of selfies.
Oh my God, the day that you don't see a selfie, go do a search party for Liz Garcia.
Right?
Because something's wrong.
Where is she?
Yeah. Mine have all been exercise motivated selfies. I know we were looking for a picture for a flyer, and Evelyn had asked me for a professional dress up picture. It's like, girl, all I have is workout videos, selfies. It's just me working out, bike ride or whatever. So yeah, no. We'll have to take lots of pictures next week. So remind me, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even think about it, you know. We were talking about it today. I was like, oh no, it's the same day. Look, I'm going to make Fluffy say, look, I'm going to have to cancel because we got to go.
I got to Yeah, you're performing. Yes.
I know.
So do you know how long your set's going to be at the awards?
I believe it's 30 minutes, and I think I'm going to be one of the ones opening. So,
oh, cool.
So
I think it's
beginning.
Yeah.
So I can go and then come back. No. My event's at
Yeah.
night. Right? I wish it was that close to come and go.
I've done it before.
Well, yeah, you're Wonder Woman. You are Wonder Woman. Yeah, no. Can't do
Yeah,
that.
she has done it before. The last time the awards, she was there, and then she said she had to be somewhere else before 2 o'clock. I'm like,
Yes.
girl, it's 11.
Yeah, yes.
And I think she made it.
Yes, she does.
My foot's on 85, 90 miles per hour. No cop, no stop.
Girl, we left one time. We were going. Where were we going? San Antonio?
We were going to San Antonio
We
for
were in San
fanfare.
Antonio, and we left first.
No, it was Alice.
Oh,
it was
to Alice. So we left first, and then she left after us, and she still made it before we did.
Okay,
I was
and-
like, what?
And they had a 3-hour window before me because I was still at work.
Wow.
Yeah, so they made a lot of stops like Buc-ee's and stayed there shopping.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I just left Buc-ee's. I go, how long ago? Because I'm passing it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
know.
grab my tour bus.
Right?
But yeah,
Come
no,
get me.
when I have to be somewhere, I go, you know. And now I caught up with them, and I think I got to Alice before you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was like, how did that happen? Did she pass us up? I didn't even see her. I was like, wow. But yeah, she's everywhere. But hey, she's promoting, she's working. So that's a good thing.
All the time,
Yeah.
and you know, I work midnight hours, you know, posting, so forth. But you're up late at night también, you know. I think all of us are up late at night.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm always to me my interaction time with my Facebook Live and all of that mostly is at night. That's when I already finished doing my mom duties, the
Right.
wife duties, the household duties. So I have the rest of the window open for me to do my thing on Facebook. And also también my fans are mainly used to me coming like around between 9 and 12. So that's all good.
Oh,
They're
wow.
used to it.
We're gonna go ahead and play one of your singles right now, and then we're gonna come back, and then we'll play another 2 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go ahead. So we'll be right back. Liz Garcia on SCP Radio.
Sufro tanto por tus desprecios que ya no sé si ser tan fuerte. Me doblegas a tu antojo. Mientras tanto no sabrás, se está muriendo mi corazón y tú no lo has notado. Quiero saber si me quieres para poder comprenderte. Ya no me hagas tanto daño. No ves que no soy tan fuerte. Me manejas como quieres sin intentar de quererme. Se está muriendo mi corazón. Puro Luis García, chiquito. Eso. Pasaste a ser mi presente sin intentar ser más fuerte. Sé que un día lo pagarás. Mientras tanto no sabrás. Se está muriendo mi corazón y tú no lo has notado. Quiero saber si me quieres para poder comprenderte. Ya no me hagas tanto daño. No ves que no soy tan fuerte. Me manejas como quieres sin intentar de quererme. Se está muriendo mi corazón. Mi corazón.
Hello.
See,
I don't know, this tech guy. I don't know what's wrong
see,
with
you
him.
don't get to see what he's doing because he's on the side
Yeah,
of you.
I can't see him.
I can't help but laugh because he's
Like,
gesturing.
gesturing. Oh my god.
But he's a little off today playing video games.
Yes, he's been in. Have you been off playing for the past couple of days or what? Oh, okay. So that's not.
It's time for
He's already gonna be on vacation mode because he's gonna go on vacation starting Monday.
Tomorrow's my last day.
So he'll be on vacation for 2 weeks. So the next 2
Thank
weeks are gonna
God.
be totally off for sure.
I'm not gonna be here.
But
I don't know who's gonna do
anyways,
the show.
Liz, Mary Jane's like that. I'm your number one fan because remember I won the star, the little trophy you had.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So.
Yes, I remember when that contest was going on and it was you and Ismael and somebody
Yeah,
else.
yes,
You know,
yes.
she's like, I need to win this. I need to win this.
Come on, guys.
Oh, before we move on, we got to send saludos out to everyone that's watching. Stevie D's on. We want to thank him for watching. Of course, he's going to be out there at the Guadalupe Awards as well. You know, so good luck to everyone. Wishing you guys best of luck, and we'll find out who the winners are. You know, we're
Thank
playing.
you.
We just finished playing one of your new singles that you sent, and then we got 3 more that we're going to be playing, and they're available on the digital platforms, and these are the ones that are going to be on your new CD. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The Te está muriendo mi corazón, it's actually the first song that I wrote, but I didn't release that one. I didn't debut with that one because to me, this is exactly the way I wanted it. I didn't think that was the way to debut. I needed more upbeat of a song, and that's why I chose Es Mejor Decir Adiós. I wrote, like I said, Es Está Muriendo Mi Corazón was the first one that I wrote, and then later on I wrote Es Mejor Decir Adiós, and I decided to go with Es Mejor Decir Adiós because we had a little bit more of an upbeat for the song, and I just thought it would catch more attention. I don't know. That was just my thoughts, and I mean, luckily I did because it is Liz Garcia hit. A lot of people do like that song, so I'm very happy that I chose that one to debut with. And it's an original that I wrote. Both of them are.
Oh, awesome. And how hard was it for you to write the music?
You know, I'm a writer by nature. I like to write. I'm a storyteller. So it wasn't really hard. I mean, I didn't know that I was a songwriter. I just knew that I like to write. So to me, it's a lot of people think that it's based on personal experiences, but it's not. You know, I am a person that um, people confide in me of situations. I pay attention to what's going on around me, and that's how I get material for my songs. So that's exactly how those songs have been brought up. And the more upbeat songs that I have, like Que se dé cuenta, Si tus ojos, those are songs that are m- I am I am writing those songs for the younger generation. I want them to uh, feel the lyrics, to kind of like what they're listening to, and kind of I relate to the lyrics. So that's why I'm also focusing on that part with my music. So yeah.
Do you have any shout outs for any of your fans? I know that during the song that we were playing, you're also doing Facebook Live, and your audience is watching because they're watching on scpradio.com, and they're also watching you on your Facebook Live feed.
Well, actually, I'm on your feed. Actually, I didn't go live because I wanted everybody to come this way.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on your feed. So I'm sending everybody shout outs on. I have your feed on. I don't have the Facebook Live on. But I want to send a shout out to everybody who's on the feed right now. Delilah Rodriguez, Becky Landaverde, Mel Lopez, Mel, and Margot is on here. I know Snow Velázquez hasta Chicago, Silvia Sierra. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más? Gracias everyone for being here. Roy Gutierrez, Stevie D. Dominguez. Let's see. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más? Everybody that's on. Saludos, everyone. Thank you, guys. You have to share this, share the feed, so we can get more people over here. Help me out, guys.
Yeah, a few more shout outs. Maricela Jimenez and Mari Martinez and Sandra Gonzalez are some that are on.
Yeah, Pablo Fernandez. It doesn't let me see all of them as I'm scrolling, but I think those are all the ones I can see here.
I saw that, yeah.
But I think you guys can see more than I am on yours.
So,
but I am SCP radio feed.
How has it been with your kids? Are they going to in school, or are they doing at home?
No, I am keeping my kids here at home. I'm not sending them I'm going to try to hold on to them as much as I can.
Right.
Right now, their school is still participating in the remote learning. That's awesome. We're doing. So it is a handful, I have two of them that are in school, and yeah, I can't leave the house. It's very hard for me to leave, even though they have the portable internet, they have their Chromebook. Going places with them in the car, they don't pay attention.
Right.
So I'm stuck at home. I literally been forced to quarantine, aunque no quería, pero aquí me dejaron. But it's for their best, for their safety. So.
Oh yes, for their safety.
I'm happy we're able to do that.
But you're not the first person that I've heard that you have to watch your kids on the online learning, because I have a couple of friends that their kids are in high school or elementary, and they have to make sure they check in and they don't get those messages from the teachers because they didn't log in.
I know the biggest thing is the absences. I'm like, you cannot count them absent. I am here. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yes, I get the phone call and they're like, is everything okay? Because, your daughter's not online. I'm like, what do you mean she's not? I'm working. So she's home with my other kids. And I'm like, let me find out if they're okay, because she should be online. But yeah, you get those calls too. At least they're keeping up with that, to make sure that they log on and stuff. Because, yeah, it is hard, especially if, like, I'm working and they're home with the kids, but they're older, so they can watch them and help them get online. But still, it's not the same when mom and dad are home, than when they're with their siblings.
Definitely, we have to continue being on top of them because not only that, even though I'm here and they're right next to me and I know they're on there, the absences, they're very it's very easy for them to count them absent, and I'm like, I don't think so. I am not sacrificing my freedom here.
Right?
Like, you better go back.
She's
No,
so funny.
but they are, they are, they're actually going back. Like, yeah, because
That's funny. So,
bien peleonera.
right? No, yeah, I had that, and I'm like, no, she's on, and I called and I got my daughter. I was like, they said you weren't on. I've been on, and I was like, okay, because I'm gonna tell the teacher you were on there, and don't catch me lying to her, because like, I was here, she just didn't hear me.
You know what my daughter started doing because they were counting her absence? She would screenshot her being on.
Oh my god!
When she would log in, the time that she logged in, and then the screen.
Oh wow!
So when the teacher, yeah, she was just like, I'm not even gonna say what she said, but she just said that it wasn't too accurate, and she was like not too happy with the inconsistency when they were first rolling it out, and she said for my mentality, healthy balance or whatever, she didn't want me screaming and yelling at her, so she was going to take precautions into her own hands.
That's too funny.
Right, yeah, that's the kids say the same thing. Mom, we got this. I'm like, no, you don't. Mom, it's okay. Like, do I need to talk to the teacher? No. I'm like, well, get it right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I thought that was very smart,
Yeah, but hopefully
It is.
Yeah, it
to
is.
do.
Yeah, but hopefully this will, I don't think it'll be over for this school year, but, have to stick with it.
I think we took for granted everything that we had, everything we used to do. We got very complacent with everything. I think this was an eye opener for everybody. It was a little sit down for everyone.
Yeah.
I think it was. It brought everybody from up from the clouds and sat them right on their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all starting again from the bottom. A lot of people, and it's very hard for people that were so used to gigging every weekend. Of course, making their living off of this.
Right.
It's very, very hard. But I think even not speaking as an artist, speaking as a parent, as a family, we did take everything for granted. And I'm not gonna say I'm glad that this happened because we've lost a lot of people over this. But I think it was how can I say it?
Well, an eye opener.
An eye
like
opener.
said.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said,
Exactly.
eye-opener, yeah.
For everyone. So I think this is gonna change all of us at least.
Yes.
Everybody that is experiencing this I think it's gonna change you. I know it has changed me in a lot of ways, but I mean, we're all coming down from the bottom, all of us. It doesn't matter who it is. We're all coming back up. So, God willing, this is over soon because I am tired of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But hopefully, none of us, I'm saying everybody watching, none of us get sick. And if we do, we make it out and we're here to tell the story. And so, that's the scary part, that we don't know if we're going to get this ugly thing, and we don't know if we're going to make it out. So that's going to be the saddest thing of what's going on, that we can't tell if we're going to be here next year talking again. So that's really the hardest part, I think, out of all of this. But yeah, it definitely changed all of us. I want to say all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
The anxiety, the stress is crazy. Like, it's just driving me crazy. Especially, and I work at a school, so it's like, oh my God, every day. So yeah, it's very hard.
In my case, I stopped working because I hurt my foot. I don't know if you guys remember seeing me on stage with an air cast.
Yes.
I stopped working because of that reason. I was supposed to have surgery in my foot, but I put it off, and I never got it done. So people would ask me, why don't you wear heels like everybody else? I'm like, I can wear heels, but I'll pay the price later. So I'll select the days that I want to suffer.
Yeah.
Right? I want to look cute with the heels.
I'm right there with you too. I'm right there with you too because I fractured my knee, so I've been wearing a lot of tennies but I'm waiting for next week to finally put some heels on.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Be careful because you're always running around.
I know, but I got flats too, just on the side as well. But it's like, oh, I'm gonna attempt to put these on.
Según yo, I'm gonna wear some too. A ver.
A ver qué pasa, ¿verdad?
Real quick.
Una pasta.
Mel Lopez is on here, and she's saying that she's fighting COVID right now, and she's like, it was definitely an eye opener for me. So hopefully, get through it quick.
Yes, prayers for everybody out there, especially everybody, all my fans, everybody that somehow knows Les Garcia, everybody out there watching. You know, if you are going through this, prayers for you for a speedy recovery, and just stay positive and try your best to get out of it.
So, switching gears, I don't like to talk about that. I'm not allowed to watch the news or anything like that because my anxiety is like out the roof. So, can we get you to sing a song?
Sure. ¿Cuál quieren?
¿Cuál quieres, Fluffy? Bon. I know he was gonna say that. That's his favorite song.
Así sin música?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I hope you guys like this. I wasn't ready.
Girl, you should know already.
You know we're gonna ask. We ask all of our artists. It's something that Fluffy started.
Para todas las personas que están mirando, para DJ Fluffy, hola, I see you back there. El Bon Les Garcia Style. Mi cinturita, tal parece que a todos agita. Si me pongo una falda cortita, el meneo me la sube todita. Gritan bonita, cuando bailo uno que otro se excita. Si supieran que yo estoy tan solita y les bailo porque soy dinamita. Y tengo un bombón asesino y que latino y que no sé qué.
Like, oh, Jack's just gonna start rapping. What the heck? Like, oh, it's freestyle. That was good. I'm like, wow, what the heck?
And you saw she was ready.
Like, oh.
I was expecting you just to get up and start moving. And like, okay, Zumba.
That was a good one. Oh my God, that was funny.
Well, not even
That's
I hope you guys
his
like
favorite song. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, whoa!"
That's gonna
And we had the boss lady over here singing along with you.
That's one of the covers of my album Una Estrella. So that's Les Garcia Style, of course. That's an original. That's a song from Ninel Conde. That's the original singer. But you know, I happened to sing this song one time on Facebook, and within minutes, I was like, I got like over 2,000 views. I'm like, what? You like it? And I was like, disclaimer, porque dice tengo que mi cinturita. I'm like, I don't have a cinturita. Y que bombón asesino. I'm like, I don't think I got one. But it's all Les Garcia Style. So, but then I started noticing people liked it, and I said, okay, well, I guess let me try it. And that's the first song people will request when I'm actually performing Facebook Live. So a lot of people like it. So I hope everybody out there likes it once it does come out on the album.
Yes, and then I know when you do your Facebook Lives, like how you take the requests and you sing what people ask for.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I don't know all the songs out there, but, you know, and a veces me animo y se las canto. Like, sometimes I don't know them, and I'm like, okay, let me try it. People have seen me try it, and sometimes I fail, but, you know, I do the request, so I think that's what they enjoy, that they can ask me for the song, and así en caliente, I'm like, okay, let's do it, let's go for it.
Well,
And sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't. So.
Well, you're just real with your fans.
Yeah, yeah. You stay true to yourself, and you know, do like you say, Liz Garcia style. You know. But,
yeah. Yes. That's one thing that to me, the most important thing in the music is the fans. To me, it's, I mean, even though I might not be as popular as a lot of people are out there right now, but I'm content with the amount of fans that I have and the people that follow me, that are true to Liz Garcia. They're always there. They're always sharing. They're always voting. I really do appreciate each and every one of them. And in order for me to continue having that engagement with them, I try to be as um, like talk to them, interactive with them, and so I mean, what can I say? They're number one in my book, so that's why I appreciate and I try to please everybody out there with the music that they're asking for. So I think it's one way of them getting to know me a little bit better because, like I said, I am very private. I only share so much on Facebook, but I want them to know that me, whoever they're interacting with, that's who Liz Garcia really is, and I think I get the message across. I think they all understand. They all know that it's real and it's legit what I'm trying to do.
There's a question on here from Rebecca Cranston. It says, "How does it feel, Liz?
Australia.
Is it, how does it feel, Liz, that your music reached Australia?"
Oh my gosh, girl, when it just reached Laredo, I was all happy. It's really really. I don't feel as small because to me this is still very surreal. It's not something that I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I'm an artist. No. To me, it's like yo soy mexicana. My dad he always uses this term, todavía no me cae el 20. Like, I still can't believe it,
Right.
and I don't think I can, it's ever going to happen. So to me, feeling this small on my little corner of the world, listening to like Rebecca Cranston all the way to Australia, Venezuela, República Dominicana, Africa, España, Argentina. I'm like, wow, I wonder if I'll ever make it out there. It's very gratifying for me because what started out as something very liquid, it started becoming taking the solid form into Les Garcia la cantante, the artist, and um, I think I'm a fan. I'm like part of the audience while I'm watching me. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it makes me very happy that being this small, I feel this big. In another plane in another part of the world. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah.
And you want to let everybody know how they can get in contact with you again, if they want to get any of your merchandise.
Yes, so also también un shout out para México. En México también están tocando mi música. Un abrazo, un saludo enorme para toda la gente mexicana que está aquí ahorita. Muchas gracias por todo el cariño, por todo el apoyo, por aceptar a Les García. Aunque esté de este lado, mi música todavía está llegando para allá. Un beso, un abrazo. So everybody out there, if you want to reach Les Garcia for bookings, we have Margot Espino. She's my booking agent, promoter. She's really awesome as far as keeping Les Garcia on your nose, your nose in the newsfeed. She's very good at that. So thank you, Margot, for everything you do. She's the only employee from Les Garcia. You can also reach out to me either on my fan page, Les Garcia La Cantante. You can reach out to me on my profile. You can send an email, lesgarciamusic@gmail.com. And for booking, for merchandise, definitely you can stay on top of everything. Or just follow me on this page, Les Garcia, and you'll stay on top of everything that I'm doing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Margot said, Liz Garcia is going places and it's just getting started. And she says, I got a lot on the table for her.
Well, I mean, you've come a long way from when I first interviewed you, and I think I interviewed you for the very first time. You were with Janie Bustamante, and that was years ago, and I think I was at Simply Tejano radio, and you were just coming into the scene. And you've come a long way, and you've blossomed into, an upcoming artist that interacts with with the audience. We preach it. We tell all of these artists, when they're coming out, it's very important to build that fan base. But you've done a really great job. You have your followers, and you have those faithful listeners, that are requesting your music. So kudos to you for setting an example.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am a businesswoman. For those of you that don't know, I've always been on, I think outside the box. I have a lot of ideas. I consider myself a businesswoman. That I can tell you, yeah, I got this. But yes, you were the first one that actually played my song is Mejor Decir Adios. I know it was you and it was Peaches, DJ Peaches.
Yes.
DJ Peaches gave me part of the interview, and then we did another one with you, and you were the one that played the song. And it was just a little bit. I was so nervous because I thought she was gonna play the whole song, and she just plays a little bit. She goes, okay, if they want, they have to call and request it. I'm like, oh,
yes,
okay.
yes, because you gave the exclusive to DJ Peaches. Out of respect for my DJ family, I didn't want to break that exclusive, and I remember you had posted it. It's like I can tease it, but she has the exclusive. So I mean, I have to be professional and not go over that boundary.
I was so nervous. I didn't even know what was going on. I just knew that my song, a Liz Garcia song that I wrote, was going to be on the radio like I had just dreamed. My goal was to just write my own song, put it on the radio, and that was it. Because to me, it was like coming to an end. Like whatever I had planned for me, I think that was the end of it. Like, okay, so it's going to come on the radio, so this is it. So I was so nervous. I didn't even know what was going on. But thank you and Peaches were the first ones to play the song, and I really do appreciate that you guys still consider Liz Garcia up until this day. It's been 4 years. To me, it's been 4 long years. I know it's only 4 short years, but to me, it's been like I feel like I've done a lot. Who was gonna say that I was gonna be a top 5 nominee for the Tejano Music Awards? That's something that I just kind of thought about, and then I just went for it. And on my first try, it happened. And I want to say thank you to all the industry who voted me for the ballot. And then, of course, definitely all the work that I put in to reach out as many fans as I could and handing out little flyers for everybody to go vote for me. That's how I placed in the top 5 of the top 10. I mean, on the top 5 of the 39th annual Tejano Music Awards. And to me, that was a huge accomplishment in the short 4 years that I've been here. So,
oh, yeah, definitely.
And not only that, doing things very differently from everybody else, my way.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Yep. Best way to do it, your way.
Well, we want to thank you very much for joining us on the Diva Takeover. We're going to go ahead and play the 3 of your singles, and then, of course, Fluffy's fixing to come on and do his part of the show, and we got G5 coming up. But we want to thank you so very much for coming on and finally making it on the Diva Takeover.
Well, my goal is still to be there in person.
Yes, definitely.
Really, my goal is
definitely
to make it out there. When I first started, I know George had sent me an invite. I was like, "What? You're wanting me, Liz Garcia, to go to your show?" And I couldn't even believe it. But it's been since the beginning that I've been getting invitations, not only from you, from Michelle, from Fluffy, from Jorge, and I'm like, I have to make it out there. I really do. I really do. And I promise you guys, I am gonna make it out there. Just bear with me.
Yeah. Well, we understand the pandemic and everything, so that's why we're doing a lot of Skype interviews. But we appreciate you. Keep sending us your music, and once you send it to us, it goes into rotation. So, thank you so very much. We appreciate you.
Keep your head up high, girl. And good luck next week.
Yes, good luck, and I'll see you on Saturday next week.
Maybe I'll see you there on Saturday next week.
You have to make it out there.
I know. Thank you so much, girl. Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
recordarás que mi amor sí fue real. Me cambiaste por la falsedad, mientras yo me extinguía en un rincón sin tu compañía. Traté solo de sobrellevar la diferencia que poco a poco mató a mi corazón. Ya no habrá más hipocresías que a mí me hagan llorar. Ya no aceptaré tus palabras, pues nunca fueron verdad. Migajas de amor para engañar a mi corazón. Esta canción es para ti con lo poco de amor que me quedó. Aquí termina la historia. Aquí te dejo yo. Ya es muy tarde. Me voy, pero me llevo todo lo que te ofrecí. Si un día dije que te amaba, no lo vuelvo a repetir. Las horas en la madrugada, cuando no podías dormir. ¿Quién era la que te acompañaba? La que siempre estuvo ahí. Si me lo hubieras pedido, te juro que ya había corrido hasta el fin del mundo para darte mi mano. Pero ahí lo malo, nunca fui correspondida. Te perdiste de un enorme corazón que se encuentra en estos tiempos en peligro de extinción. De esos que dan serenata, pero con su propia voz. Te perdiste de un 14 de febrero que comienza el mes de enero y se renueva en año nuevo. Te perdiste de lo que no encontrarás en ningún otro lugar. Y bailele, puro Luis García. Si me lo hubieras pedido, te juro que ya había corrido hasta el fin del mundo para darte mi mano. Pero ahí lo malo, nunca fui correspondida. Te perdiste de un enorme corazón que se encuentra en estos tiempos en peligro de extinción. De esos que dan serenata, pero con su propia voz. Te perdiste de un 14 de febrero que comienza el mes de enero y se renueva en año nuevo. Te perdiste de lo que no encontrarás en ningún otro lugar. Te perdiste.
All right, once again, we're back. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways here on scpradio.com. Along with my co-hosts Mickey D and Cece. They're las chupitas, las chuperamigos. Las chuperamigas porque están bien chupando acá las cabronas. Son pinches guainitas a la chingada.
No, she's over here telling me that I'm going to pay for this after the show.
Why,
so if I take off running, you guys know why.
Hey, don't worry. She can't run. Her legs are not long enough where she can't, you know.
What the hell did I
She can fly. Exactly. That's the problem. She might fly. She might go that way, but she can't run because trust me, we saw her run already.
Calm down.
And Moody Gardens going down this damn ramp with the cart. Pinche patitas ahí, parecía Happy Feet, así no la chingada que le digo. You know.
Happy Feet.
All right, well,
I thought he was talking about the time you were trying to get out of the car.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Blanca said. Fly.
All right, well, we just got done with the girls. Just got done with Liz Garcia. Liz Garcia, la cantante. She's promoting her new music she got out there and all that kind of stuff. So, thanks, Liz, for joining in. And now we got Rick from G5. How you doing, Mr. Rick?
How you doing, guys? How you guys for having me on the show?
No problem, no problem. So tell us where you from. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Naples, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Almost like, down south, almost like an hour away from Miami.
All right, how's the weather down there right now?
It's gorgeous, man. Like 78. It's gorgeous.
It's an hour away. That's like Galveston. I would be going down to Miami like on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, tell people that don't know who you are, G5. Tell them who G5 is and what kind of music you play.
Yeah, we're G5, man. We're called G5. The name's actually it stands for Garcia 5. That's our last name, and we're 5 brothers that were inspired by our dad with our music, and so that's where the name. But a lot of people just started cutting it down to G5, and that's what we got stuck with. It's pretty catchy, so it's pretty cool. Like I said, we're from Naples, Florida, and we do Tejano music. Like I said, my parents are from Texas. They're from the Valley, and they moved over here 40 years ago. So, but we're born and raised down here. But we do got that Texas in us, man. So that's why we love Tejano music. My dad, raised us listening to Tejano music. So got us playing music since we were young. My brother Joey, he's actually me and him both sing in the band. We're both lead singers. He's the one that started with my dad had him singing. He's older than me. He was the first one singing. And it started from there. He started with Joey, and then he started with me. Taught me how to play a little bit of bass and sing a little bit too. And our other brother Eric was playing the accordion. There's 5 of us, and the 2 oldest brothers, Fidel and Roel, they don't play in our band, but they've supported us from day one. They're the backbone of us. I mean, they push us, and have always pushed us. And so that's where we got the name from, man. We're Garcia 5 is our last name, but it got cut down to G5, and it's been stuck with everybody ever since.
So pretty much all boys.
All boys, yes. So right now there's 3 of us. So 3 of us are the ones that are doing the songwriting and the band, and we got a couple of friends that joined our band. So we finally got a complete band.
Cool. So and how is it? You say your dad was the one that actually got started. Was your dad a musician also?
Yes, my dad was actually. He started off as a drummer, and then he played bass. He played bajo, and then he later made a band with his brothers and his brother-in-laws, and he became the singer. Him and his brother were both lead singers, and that's where it started, man. He was always into the music, and he got us into it. And like I said, we used to just travel everywhere to go work, migrant working, didn't really play a lot outside or anything. We just followed. He would carry his guitar everywhere, and we followed his music everywhere we went. That's all we really did, was around music all day long. And so he decided to try something with his sons and create something, and that's where we're at.
Wow. Now, how is it to be able to be in this band and be playing next to your brothers? I mean, how is that? How does that experience?
It's the best feeling in the world, man. It's the best feeling in the world because, when they always got your back, and I always got their back, and just to always look left, look right, and you're on stage with them, and that they got your back, and y'all in it together, and that's how it's been flowing. It's to me, it's the best feeling, and Me, Joey, and Eric, we write our original songs. We've all written songs, and we just put our minds together, and that's where we're at right now, working on an album and with original. So we actually got one song's a cover song, but the rest will be originals.
Oh, cool.
That's good. I mean, I always say, with this pandemic, you should give it almost a whole year off. You should have had enough time to write some original music. Start off the new year with some new music and get it out to get it going. But how bad has this pandemic affected y'all?
Oh man, it's affected us. To me, it's been bad, but at the same time, it's been good. I mean, just being home, not be able to do much, so all we do is get together and we write more and more songs, and it brought us closer. I mean, yeah, it sucks you don't get to go out, and it's not normal anymore like it once was, but I think it's brought everybody closer, and for sure it's brought me and my brothers closer, and making more and more music. um so but other than that, I mean, the pandemic it's something that never in a million years I thought we would go through ever.
Yeah.
Something crazy, like a movie,
Yeah.
So, but it's things like this, like what you guys are doing during this pandemic too, is if it wasn't for you guys, artists wouldn't be able to get a chance. And during this pandemic, I feel like internet radio and Facebook Live interviews is been the biggest thing, because nobody's really performing. Nobody's, it's you guys that's been saving the music industry, and getting people out there, new artists like ourselves, to be able to show our music, because without you guys, it would be so hard for us to show our music during this pandemic.
There you go.
Well, I think that we stayed on. I mean, I know we took a small break, but decided to come back because the show must go on despite of everything. Because, music is um, it's key. You listen to music when you're sad. You listen to music when you're happy. It just gets you through the tough times. And of course, us being internet radio, we don't just want to play the established artists. We want to give you guys a voice and the opportunity to showcase your music, because you are the next generation.
Yes, and we really appreciate that. Like I said, you guys have been a big plus since all this started, and just like, thank you guys as right now. Thank you guys for the opportunity, and to show people our music. Especially, like I said, we're from Naples, Florida, and some people get shocked when they say there's Tejano music over there. I'm like, yeah.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah,
how
there
you-
is.
how
There
you know?
is. There is.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the flyers of the artists going down there to perform. I think you guys even have an internet radio station there too.
Yep, we do. We do got one. It's called Tejano 561 Radio that's down here. Um, but yeah, like, there's a lot of big namers that come down here a lot right where we live. Um, but yeah, it's people. Every time people hear our music, I've had a lot of people say, "So you guys are not from Texas?" I'm like, they're like, you guys sound like a Texas group. I'm like, no, we're from Florida.
Well, you got those roots. You got the roots in you from your parents and all that. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's funny. Like, well, my dad passed away in 2012, and one thing we did promise him was that we would continue the music and do an album, for him. And here we are. We're halfway through the album. I mean, I think the album could have been done already, but this pandemic stopped us. Slowed us down big time. Um, the studio we were going to kind of shut down, and they're only allowing one or two people in, and it's hard to finish, but we're working hard to finishing it. But so yeah, we promised them, so that's what our journey is right now, is to finish this album for them.
Awesome. Well, we're fixing to play the newest release that we just received. So we want to thank Rosie Rapp for sending us the music and setting us up with the interview, so everyone can get to know who you are and a little bit about the band. We're going to come right back. We're going to let everyone listen to your new song, No Eres Igual.
All right, here on SCPRadio.com, the King's Airways, DJ Fluffy and Mary Jane Segura.
Como antes, ya ni me dices adiós. Yo te hablo todos los días y tú no contestas el teléfono. Yo no sé qué te pasó, ya no aguanto este dolor. Yo soy el que va a perder. Ahora que estás con él, tú crees que todo está bien. El amor no es igual, ya no. El amor el amor no va a ser igual, no, no. El amor no va a ser igual, no, no.
All right, and that was a newest song from G5. Hey, man, that's pretty good, brother, man. I mean, that's I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the first time I hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Great
thank you.
voices.
That's some good.
Thank
Now who's the vocals? You and who else?
Him, his brother.
Him and his brother.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Are we not
me
paying
and
attention
my.
to the video, or
Yeah.
are we?
Wow, that's
Me-
good music. Now, what part
Yeah.
of the valley? What part of the valley are you from?
My parents were from San Juan and McAllen,
Okay, cool.
and yeah, my dad was from San Juan, and my mom was down there also, same place, around the same place.
All right, well, yeah. Well, I was born in Westlaco, so that's I plan to go back down to retire whenever I get old and retire. I'm not that far. Well, I might be pretty soon because my wife, she's 65 years old, so she's about to retire pretty
What?
soon. So.
I don't think so.
So,
He's throwing you under the bus.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Pick on me today. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Just wait till we get home.
You gotta wait till you get home. She's
Wait
waiting
till
for
after
her
the
to show.
They're probably gonna make you leave the show early, man.
I don't know. She has to go with me. I brought her today, so she has to go with me. I'm gonna throw him back of the truck when we go home. It's been a crazy day. Now, the CD that you're working on, by when would it be done? I mean, I know with this COVID, you got plans to release it by next year. Hopefully, everything straightens back out.
Yes, yes. Well, I think we're like seven. It's gonna be. I think we're gonna have 11 songs on the album.
Okay.
The we were gonna do 10, but we're gonna do a bonus track for my dad a
Oh,
song we
cool.
wrote for my dad.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so it's gonna be 11, and we're like at 6 or 7 songs in. So we don't have that much to go, but hopefully early next year, or hopefully around March probably.
Okay.
And what about
So
having a video made?
yeah, well, we actually have on that song that you just played. We have an official music video for that one. Um, it's on YouTube. It's under G5 Noisy Wild official music video. If we do another video, I think we're gonna do one that we wrote for my dad.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, we're gonna do a video for that.
Oh, nice.
What about merchandise? I see you got a hat there. You got other merchandise that if somebody wants to buy some merchandise, where can you get it from?
Oh, yeah, you can go to our page. We're under G5-Garcia 5. That's our band page. Got somebody that runs it there, and just message them and they'll take care of you. We got hats, we got black hats, white hats, we got G5 shirts, G5 mask, G5 koozies, um, G5 bottles. So yeah. You can hit up the page, or you can message me. We'll take care of you guys.
Also, you say you're in Florida. You're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
How strong is the Tejano support over there? I mean, and is there a lot of support for Tejano music over there, or?
Yeah, it's here. Some areas more than others, but it's here. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people from Texas that moved down to Florida. There's a lot of people from Brownsville, from Houston, and I mean, you'll be surprised. Sometimes I'm like, oh, y'all from Texas? They're like, yeah, we moved down. So it is getting bigger down here for sure. So
Cool. Well, a
yeah,
little birdie told me today that you turned 21 years old today, man. Is that true?
yeah. I wish, man. But yeah. Today's my birthday, but yeah, I wish I was 21 again. Man.
Well, on behalf of SCP Radio, I want to say happy birthday, man. And hopefully, you're having a good time. So happy
Thank
birthday,
you,
man.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so a big shout out to Rosie for Rap Promotions for hooking us up and just getting to chat and know each other. I was watching y'all show with Liz. She's such an awesome artist. I follow her, and I mean the show's exciting. You guys make it really exciting.
We have fun with competition. You should have saw us a few months ago. We had a lot of competition between the two of us going.
Yeah, it was Mary Jane. But real quick, I just got a text right now. We got a very good friend of ours, Mr. Carlos de Grupo Negame. He sent me a picture. He got us on his big screen TV at home, so he's tuning in. He's watching us. Shout out to Mr. Carlos de Grupo Negame out there. Thanks for tuning in, Mr. Carlos. He's also in the process right now of trying to get help. He always does a Christmas toy drive. I think this was going to be his 11th year that he was doing it. Due to COVID, everything has changed. So he is still having the toy drive, but it's not going to be like they always had it with the big concert, that kind of stuff. So they're doing some raffles, some donations. So if y'all want to still help out on that, go to the page, on the Grupo Negami page on there, and you can see the flyer they got out there, and just try to help him out. It's 11 years he's been doing it. It's a non-profit organization, so once again, we're going to get some more information on that. We might even try to get Carlos to come out next week and talk a little bit about his event that he's having up there. But thanks for tuning in. Also, got another message from El Cerrucho, Ruben Vela's bass player. He said that band playing right now sounds really good. Thumbs up. So we really like that. So
thank you so much. Thank you.
That's Ruben Vela Jr.'s bass player, known as El Cerrucho. So he's out there tuning in also. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, pero yo sé por qué le dicen el serrucho, porque nunca deja un palo parado, por eso le dicen el serrucho.
See what we have to encounter? You know, what we have to put up with here in the
I
studio?
have to deal with every day. What are you talking about?
I'll have to deal with him on Fridays.
All right. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you for an event, you know,
And I was just thinking,
start booking for next year. How can they get a hold of you? Where can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can get a hold of us, like I said, on our band page, G5-Garcia 5 page, or you can hit up my Facebook page or my Instagram, which is under Ricky Garcia. My phone number's on there on the pages, so you guys can hit me up for any future gigs or anything. We'll be more than happy to be part of it. And I just want to send a big shout out to the rest of my band, the G5 band, who helped us complete our band with me and my brothers. Our bass player, Benny Nieves, our keyboard player, my nephew, Joey Jr., our drummer, Chris Abrams, our accordion player, Adam Sanchez, our conga player, Justin Nieves. Thank you guys for all the work you put in, and our bajo player, my brother-in-law, Adrian Puente. Those guys been putting in a lot of work. They've came a long way too, and like I said, we're ready for whatever you guys want us for. We'll put on a show for you guys.
All right. Well, like I said, once again, Mr. Carlos Grupo Nagami came back, said best wishes to G5. He's tuning in. So hey, like I said, first time I hear you singing, man, it's some good music. So y'all check out G5. Look for them. They play some good music. We always ask, like I said, I don't know if you listen to the next show, but you think give us a little sample, acapella something, a little piece of a song.
Yeah. Give me I can do something.
All right, he's gonna go get something.
Grab my guitar.
Oh man, he was. I think he was ready. Look, he had a guitar right next to him.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
think he was ready.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get a little acapella here, Mr. Ricky from G5.
Here's one of our originals, a cumbia here, smooth cumbia. It goes like this.
All right.
Son las 3 de la mañana, no puedo dormir. Acostado en mi cama pensando en ti. La primera vez que yo te vi, me enamoré de ti. Mariposas que tú me das a mí, me haces sentir feliz. Me vuelves loco, me vuelves loco, me vuelves loco, me vuelves loco. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's one of our cumbias.
All right. Well, they heard it there from me, and that's the next song that we're gonna play right now. You know. So before we leave, and once again, any special shout outs to anybody out there?
Yes, I want to send a big shout out to our producer, Mr. Jonathan Espinoza, who's helped us from day one. We've been recording with him in his studio, and he's been producing our music. So thank you so much, Jonathan. Appreciate everything you do for us. A big shout out to Mr. Aaron Holler, who mixes and masters our music and helps us record drums. Big shout out to him. And like I said, a big shout out to my brothers, Eric and Joey, and my other brothers, Fidel and Roel, for always supporting. And thank you guys again for having G5 and for us to getting to know each other. And hopefully this is one of more interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, anytime you come to Houston, let us know, and we'll be glad to bring you down here in the studio. And matter of fact, if you do come down, Mary Jane will make some food for you. She'll cook, in the studio.
Wait, I don't cook. I'm the bartender. Hello.
Okay, she'll make you some drink. Hey, yeah, you know what? The other day she made some caldo. She can make some good caldo. For a white girl, she can make some good chicken caldo, man. I tell you that, man.
If there's some tortillas, I'm there.
The tortillas, they'll be from H-E-B or Fiesta, but hey, they'll be here,
I can't make tortillas.
Hey, she can bake.
I can bake and I can make caldo de res.
And if you need a ride, she would even drive down there and pick you up and bring you all the way over.
In 4 hours.
I thought
In
you
4 hours.
I thought you were Uber.
Yeah, let me tell you what, this girl can go to the valley, from here to the valley, in an hour and a half, she'll make it down there. So, but yeah, no, thank you very much for the interview, man. We appreciate it. Once again, happy birthday on behalf of SCP Radio, and we look forward to, for that new CD coming out pretty soon. And like I said, whenever you're ready to come down or do an interview, give us a call. We'll be glad to have you on here, man.
Yeah, definitely. So we invite everyone to check you guys out and to download your music. And thank you, Rosie, once again for setting up the interview. We appreciate it. Yeah. And we're fixing to play the song, too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. And here we go. G5 on scpradio.com with the king of the airways, DJ Fluffy. All right, and we're back once again. DJ Fluffy here, the king of the airways on scpradio.com, along with CC. And then we got a special guest in the studio here with us. He's actually one of our, he does his own show on Sunday that he does here with SCP Radio, and that is Mr. DJ Tommy Cruz.
Hey, thanks for having me.
What's going on, DJ? You doing all right?
Yes, I'm doing good. I am drinking beer. I have a designated driver, which everyone should have a designated driver. Yeah, I'm doing good.
I was going to ask you, man, you should try to hit a Miller Lite for a sponsorship, man, because that's all you drink. I see that's all everything. That's all you drink.
You know, I used to drink Bud Light, and then I started working for Miller Lite, right? And the friend that got me the job at Miller Lite, Faust Distributing on I-10, and yeah, I started working there. You know, when I got that job when I was 24, And before that, I drank Bud Light like every other Hispanic person ever. And the friend that got me that job told me that he goes, you know, you're gonna switch to Miller Lite. And I said, nah, I don't think so. You know, but it became a loyalty thing. You know, I'm a loyal type of person, and I felt guilty buying Bud Light still. But then I started thinking like, why just try it? So I drink Miller Lite. I can taste the difference, and it became a loyalty thing. And now I don't work there anymore. But then after that, it's just kind of like I taste the difference in Bud Light, Miller Lite, and I prefer Miller Lite. It's less filling, and they are festive.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas from the Miller Lite gang. Yeah.
Well,
So.
people that don't know Mr. Tommy
But yeah,
Cruise-
but as far as advertising, oh man, I would love to advertise. Would you like me to do a promo spot for Miller Lite? Because I have one in my head.
Go for it. Go
Yeah?
for it.
All right.
Go for it.
Am I on this camera?
Yeah,
all right.
you're
All right. Here we go. Hey, do you have like background music? You know, like some kind of like dun 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 dun.
Just go.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Where's my guitar? All right. Hey, if you're out and you want to have a good time, go try some ice cold for refreshing Miller Lite at your favorite watering hole. I usually get a bucket and I drink 6 of them. Here's the key. Is that if you drink 6 Miller Lights, you're probably going to be pretty good, but you're going to be over the legal limit. So here's what I suggest. When you get in your car and you drive home as fast as you can, because statistically, the faster you get home, the less likely you'll get pulled over. That message is from myself, Tommy Cruise, and the folks at Miller Lite. There you go. That's a good one. That's my promo spot. You think they'll like that? You think they'll go for that?
I don't think you get this one shit. No, bro. No.
Why not? Statistically speaking,
You're telling people to drive fast and drink.
because
Really?
statistically speaking, the quicker you get home, your chances of getting pulled over are less likely. Like whatever the speed limit is, not double it. No, not double. Not double.
I thought I was bad driving.
Go 2 miles. 2 miles over the speed limit. 2 miles over the speed limit. 65, you go 67. 60, 62. You're not going to get pulled over. If you ask a cop, they will not pull you over. They're not. Yeah.
Tommy Cruise said to go 2 miles over, I think I'm good.
Yeah, or 3.
Well, people are saying, well, who's Tommy Cruise? Tommy Cruise
Invest in a radar.
has actually have his own show. He's been on radio. He's been DJ for many years, and he started with our show on Sundays. So check out his show on Sundays. I call him the Mexican Howard Stern. That's what I call him.
I've never heard that before.
Mexican
Oh,
Howard
that's
Stern.
what he refers to you.
You know, because
Why do you say that?
Because your show, it reminds me of Howard Stern, but the Hispanic version. You know,
But okay, you say Hispanic version, but I don't really like the show and the segments we do. Shout out to Quincy and Amanda, who are currently part of the show. I love both of them.
and that's why you got Quincy and you got Amanda on there.
Yeah, and I love both
know.
of them. Amanda, I met through happenstance. It just so happened to be that I met her. She was with a radio station that I joined 3 years ago. Met her, and I loved her from day one. Just like her charisma and her humor. Like if I was a female, that would be me. You know what I mean? She likes like the dirty jokes and whatever, and she's a female, but I treat her as a female, obviously. But I can tell her some dirty jokes, and she laughs, and I love it. I love that about her. Quincy, I met him about 5 years ago, and he's always wanted to be a DJ, and so he finally called me. He's like, "Man, you know what? Let me come over and show me how to DJ." So I showed him the math of DJing, which I'm sure you know. It's the beats, it's this and that. It's not as easy as people think, you know. So I did, and I showed him. And then, like I said, I met him about 5 years ago. We didn't talk often, but then as a matter of fact, this coming December, will be a year that he's been doing the show with me and Amanda. And I like his charisma, you know, and I just like the guy, you know. So I asked him, I said, hey, you know, will you be part? Because I had another guy that was the co-host, and along with Amanda, and I won't get into why. Me and that other guy are still friends. That guy just didn't want to do the show anymore. You know, he just lost interest. I'm not going to force anybody. So when I started talking to Quincy more and more, I asked him, hey, you want to be part of the show? I like, you ever have just conversations with somebody, and then you think like, man, I wish we would have recorded this. So that was me and Quincy sitting out on my balcony talking about hip hop music, talking about comedy, comedians, and just life in general. And then I often think, because I do the show, I thought like, man, I wish we would have recorded this conversation. This was a pretty good conversation. So that's why he's a part of the show. But yeah,
well, tell the people that are tuning in right now, they're checking us out. Tell people that what is the Tommy Cruise show about? Give them a little bit about you. Follow you on your show.
What is it
on Sunday? What is the concept of the Tommy Cruise show?
It's you ever watch Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Seinfeld is a show about nothing, but actually it's about everything. I think that's what my show is about. Is that I ask Amanda, like, what do you tell people when they ask, what is that? What the show that you're on? What is it about? And she's like, well, it's just a variety show. So it's kind of like I said, the Jerry Seinfeld show, the TV show. He says it's a show about nothing, but actually it's a show about everything. It's kind of like here it's topical, and here lately, our past couple of shows, we got a little political, but because it's a pretty big election going on, and I'm not going to get political right now, but that's the biggest thing. But if it's something like hurricanes or whatever, we talk about how did you survive the hurricane, and it's just. And the show is broken down in segments. Like we open up the show, I do my monologue, and the first thing we do is play categories. The reason we play categories is, by the way, categories, you can find it at Target. It's an actual board game. I don't know if y'all know that. Well, we do that, and we play the whole year, and it's a series of questions, and then Amanda rolls the dice. You answer the questions that start with that letter, and every week the general rule is we all put at least $1 in the pot, and so that's $3 a week. But sometimes we have a 5, sometimes a 20. If you had a good week or whatever, and then so at the end of the year we keep score, and at the end of the year whoever wins categories, which Amanda has a 2-point lead on me right now.
Oh,
yeah. And at the end of the year, we give that money in the categories pot to a charity.
Okay.
And 1 year, here's what I'm going to do probably from now on. 2018, we donated $500 to the Pancho Claus because he had an event at Fusion, and for the toy drive. So we gave $500. I then started to feel a little guilty for saying it, but only because people would like tell me like, hey, why are you like bragging? I'm like, I'm not bragging about it. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to, whoever wins, you get that money. I want to verify that it's going to a charity or something. The money's, you're not going to keep it. You're going to send it somewhere. But I think we're just going to just leave it at that because I don't want to, like even saying it now, I feel weird because it's like, well, if you give to a charity, then you shouldn't brag about it. But it's not bragging. It's just that's what we do, you know. And then along with categories, we play other games, and whoever wins or loses, whoever loses owes to the categories pot throughout the year, and that's how we raise money and just give it away. You know,
that's a good idea.
I like it, and it's kind of motivating because there's a reason why we like if you just play just to play, I think that it just takes away the. Like, I want to win because I already know where I want the money to go. So I want to win. I don't tell those people where, and not people, it's an organization. Because then if I lose, they'll be like, oh, you I'm going to cuss. But, like, what happened? Like, I don't know. She's just smarter than me, And Quincy is like 10 points behind. He's not going to catch up. But, yeah, so Amanda has.
I think Quincy's there for the alcohol.
Is he?
I think so. That's what I think. I see every time I see him, he's always drinking.
So am I.
Yeah, but Quincy's drinking that hard liquor, man.
He does.
He's drinking that hard liquor.
He does.
Shout out to Quincy.
Shout out to Quincy. Where's your air horn?
Yeah, he's I like Quincy too, man. Since day one I met him, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he came. He was here when the first day that we started with you guys. Yeah, he was here. He's a good guy, man. He's a good father, a good husband. I like him. He's a really good guy. And Amanda's too. I like both of them.
We'll have him in here one day.
He had to work. He had to work tonight.
We'll get all three of them here one day, and we might even make on a Friday. We might have the Tommy Cruise show on a Friday night.
Oh wow, awesome.
We'll do it live so we can get a taste of what is it, how is
Carlos,
it.
you ready? You ready to be my DD, my double D? For Fridays.
Yeah. You need to check out his show. It's on Sundays. He's a typical Mexican. He says
you know what?
time, but sometimes it's 6:30, 7 o'clock. You
Okay.
know, I mean, hey.
First of all,
okay.
Let's discuss the time.
All right.
I do the show out of my dining room. I turn my dining room into a makeshift studio.
Uh-huh.
So I'm never late. I'm there from Monday. I'm there from Monday all the way through. And here's the time thing. 5 o'clock was the original years back. 5 o'clock, because it's not too early. It's not too late. It's like right there, smack dab in the middle. And I used to say, which I might start saying again, it's the end of the weekend, but the start of the week. Here's where we are. You know what I mean? And it was 5 o'clock. And like I said, I used to do the show at another studio, but I would go because I would have to go set up my equipment, because other shows that did their shows on that station, the equipment was they would use that equipment. On my particular show, I use sound drops and things that I do at home, and I would have to go set up, and I can't go. I would show up at the latest 4 o'clock, and I'd be ready to go by 4:45, and people would be late. I'm never late. So now my situation is, I do the show out of my dining room, so I'm there. I write the show on a little bit on Thursday, and then I knock out the show on Friday. I'm ready to go. I got my papers, I got my categories, and got my all my topics, whatever. I get all that done by Friday, and then Sunday. Here's what I've been doing lately since I've become with SCP. Sundays at about 5 o'clock, I put on some like a mix, right? And it's not Tejano, but whatever, like an old school mix that I made, so on the radio feed, if you go to scpradio.com, it will be the mix that I'm playing up until 6. Then my show is kind of like what you did right here, right? It's like the diva takeover, and then you come over. Well, it'll just be, but then we go Facebook Live at 6, supposed to be. So I'm there, like I said, and you can hear this however you want to hear this. Amanda would get there about 5:58, but there's show prep. My show requires show prep. You know, we can't just sit down. I have to tell her, hey, look, here's what we're going to talk about, so that the show goes better if I say, hey, I'm going to ask you this, but don't answer it now because I want it to be genuine. It's not show prep, like it's not scripted. It's just prepared. Show prep. That's prepared. Anyway, so Amanda will get there about 5:58, and she's the one that runs the boards and whatnot, the camera. We only have one camera. Anyway, because I had a Boogeyman on, and he was saying, how come you only have one camera? I said, it's a radio show that just happens to have a camera. It's a radio show. It doesn't require you to watch. I'm going to get back to my point, but it drives me crazy when somebody says, hey, I watched your show. No, you didn't watch it. You listened to it. You just so happen to be, like, it doesn't require. Every once in a while, somebody will say, hey, look, show it to the camera, and it eats me up. Because it's like, it's a radio show. What are you doing? You know? Anyway, back to that. Back to the time thing. Amanda gets there like at 5:58. Hear this how you want. Quincy gets there about 6:20. That's all I'm saying. So since he gets there at 6:20, I have to put another mix on or whatever. And then I feel like, okay, I don't want to just cut this mix off, and I don't want to start at 6:20. We'll start at 6:30. But again, with Quincy, he asks you, okay, so what are we talking about? What are we doing? And I say, okay, Quincy, here's the deal. Here's what we're talking about this. And then it's like 6:28. I'm like, oh, let's wait till 6:30. But then it's 6:35. So I'm like, all right, let's just go at 7. So originally it was 5. Then I changed it to 6. Now I don't want to change it to 7 because I got to go to bed.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying?
Why don't you do what Ike Turner would do with this band when the band was late?
What would you do? I don't know. Beat him?
No.
He beat Tina.
Hey, you're raising money for a charity. You're late. You put $10 more in the pot.
Yeah.
I want to be rich, but it'll be for me though.
Hey, well, you don't,
No, but you know what I put in the pot. But then I don't know if I want to do that. What should I do?
It makes your pot bigger.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're late.
Okay, all right. So here's the deal. Putting the hammer down.
No.
6 o'clock. If you're here every 15 minutes, $5.
Here we gonna do. You gonna tell them, hey, look, man. I had a meeting with the guys, SCP, man.
Make it official. Make it official now.
They came to me and said, look, man.
You have to start at 6.
We got your time here. You don't start.
Advertisers.
Hey. We're gonna start charging us for not being on time.
So 6 o'clock. Fluffy said, Michael said, the diva said, if you don't start at 6, they're gonna start charging me. And I shouldn't pay because I'm here on time every day. So we have to start at 6 because we're losing advertisers' money. Advertisers come on, and here I am playing music with no advertising. It's costing them money, man.
Hey, but the problem is, if they're listening, they don't.
Yeah, I know. They're not listening.
We should have done that off the air.
Bastards.
We should have done that off the air.
Can you edit all this? Let's start all over.
Well, this is Mr. Tommy Cruiser, man. I know Tommy for quite a bit, man. We used to DJ at Audis together, you know, and good guy here. And he joined our radio station, so I want you to check him out on Sundays. Great show. If you like, you know, what he was talking about, it's a great show. I like to listen to whenever I get a chance. Sometimes I get the end of it, but I try to.
It gets recorded too. You can always catch the replay.
So you can go back and you can listen to it, but it's a good show. Sometimes you can even ask questions on there, and they'll answer them. They're Amanda's on it. You know.
I never heard anyone compare me like to say I'm the Hispanic Howard Stern. I never heard that.
I listen to your show.
It's a compliment. You know? I take it as a compliment.
I think it reminds me of Howard Stern. You know, it's just Howard Stern got the same thing. You know, he got a female. He got another guy with him. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
It's a talk show. You know?
Yeah, I didn't purposely seek that. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Okay, so I start the show off with an anecdote, right? And an anecdote is a short story, and then it has usually a funny ending, and then start the show. That's how I start the show, right? To kind of give you, I'm gonna tell y'all my next anecdote that I'm gonna do. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
It's in my head. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all so to give your listeners a taste of my humor.
All right.
And it might turn off people, but here's the bottom line: it's a joke. This is not true. It did not really happen. I hate that I have to say that, but that's my humor. My show's tagline is the fusion of entertainment and enlightenment. That's that. Also, if I could pick another tagline, it would be fun towards all, malice towards none. You know what I mean? All right. You ready?
Go for it.
Here's going to be my opening anecdote. I play, the music I play in the background is the Rolling Stones' Beast of Burden. You know that song? Mm-hmm. So I started off. Boom, 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 boom.
Heard it before.
You never heard it? Yeah, it's a Rolling Stone. Rolling Stones, they were big in like this. I'm just kidding. I know. See, but that's what I'm saying. I get your humor. You know that I'm kidding. All right. So the show starts. The show starts. It's quiet. I start that song. Here's my anecdote. My next one. I'm gonna do it. I just want to get y'all's opinion.
All right.
Or approval. I don't know. I'm still gonna do it, whether you say no. All right. So I'm gonna open the show and I'm gonna say, oh, thank God for handicapped people. And here's why. I was in a rush and I had to get into this store, but all the parking spaces were taken. But lo and behold, right by the front door, an available parking for a handicap. So I parked there, went in, grabbed my stuff, and I took off. Thank God for handicapped people. And then I'll start the show. Is that not good? Y'all are laughing. She looks like she wants to laugh, but she's like, should I laugh?
I'm only thinking because they're handicapped.
I agree, because thank God for handicapped people.
Because they're handicapped and they park.
Yeah. That's gonna be my opening joke.
You're the one that takes my parking spot when I try to find a parking spot.
For a few minutes.
Yeah.
I rush to go get what I gotta get. If I know that I'm gonna be in the store for a while, then I'll wait. But if I know that I'm gonna be a few minutes, you can wait.
You ever got a ticket?
No, it's not true. See, it's not true. It's not true. I've never done that.
Him saying that, it reminds me a few days ago I was having a conversation. I can't remember what artist I was having a conversation with, and they were telling me that they had parked in a handicap spot. Their grandfather did, and the grandfather came out. He was 78 years old, and they were ready to write the ticket. And he's like, "Well, sir, you're not handicapped." He goes, "Am I not handicapped enough? I'm 78 years old."
To a degree.
And so they caught the officer off guard, and the ticket was torn up and everything. He's like, "I'm 78 years old. Am I not handicapped enough?"
Right. You pay a lesser fine.
All right. Well, that's Mr. Tommy Cruz there, man. We're asking you to check him out on Sundays. Hey, go out there on his page and let him know. Hey, I heard you Friday on SCP. So let him know that you check him out there.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for coming out, Mr. Tommy.
No problem. Thank you. Carlos, you ready? Rev up that engine.
Hey man, this boy, he got a Corvette parked outside, man. He got a designated driver.
He might be offended.
Got a 64 quart cooler of Miller Lite with him.
Oh hell yeah!
He's ready to go.
All right, bro. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming out, man. And we look forward to seeing your show Sunday. And let's try to get the gang out maybe on Friday.
All right,
sounds good.
All right, thank you.
All right, once again, that's Mr. Tommy Cruz there here, channel's a little bit of a show. Check him out on Sundays. He's there at 5:00. The show starts at 6, but he's gonna blame it on Amanda and Quincy.
I ain't blaming it on anybody. I just said what time they show up.
That's the way I took it. You threw him on the bus. Amanda and Quincy, hey, y'all better get involved, man, because he's gonna start charging you $5 for every minute you're late.
That's how much I value both of them. Is that I don't start the show without them.
That's good.
Oh, that's a good twist. That's good. Yeah, because I could start the show, but then if they're not there,
but I bet you if you charge them $5, they'll be there on time. They'll be there at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm thinking 10, man. $10.
I'll go 20. I'll go 20.
A cool Hyundai.
$10 and $10 and a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, that'll be a 12-pack.
I'm waiting for you. You got something ready?
We got okay.
You got something.
All right. Well, that was Mr. Tommy Cruz.
All right. Thank you.
And we want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's going to be the end of the show. And we'll see you on next Friday, all right?
Yes, but hold on. We got to play the brand new song from Dora the Explorer.
Okay. We're going to say bye, and that's...
You forgot to mention it. He's
I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Y'all two
no,
little
he's still on.
Y'all
right.
little two whinitas are jumping in.
I'm going to get ready to go.
All right.
Thank you again.
Thanks for coming out, man. Well, since I got two whinitas here, man, go introduce it now. Little redhead, Mexican redhead.
Oh, my God.
Got paint brought from Mexico.
But it lasts a lot longer, and everyone likes this red hair.
All right.
Thank you very much. Number 5546. It better be on the shelf next time I go.
Roy Gutierrez. He says, do it. I say, do it. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Shorty. All right. We'll introduce a new song from Dora, and then we'll see you next Friday. La cumbia de Mínimo, Miss Dora, DJ Dora Explorer del Mágico Grande Valle. Here we go on SCP Radio. See you next Friday.
Es camarada a todo dar. Hace años la conocí. La historia de ella la digo aquí. A ella le dicen la mínimo. Así la conozco yo. Toca ella la batería. Puede enseñar todo el día. Mi canción sabe tocar. No necesita ensayar. Tocar tamboras es su don. Puede tocar cualquier canción, se llama Mini, la mínimo. Camarada de corazón, le dicen Mini, la mínimo. Ponte trucha que ya llegó. Enojada, no quieres ver, no te equivoques, esquina a mí. Somos cuatro de una vez, pero también sola a la vez. Para tener su amistad hay que saberla manejar. Se llama Mini, la mínimo. Camarada de corazón, le dicen Mini, la mínimo. Ponte trucha que ya llegó. Y se mete la mano aquí. Es un día y yo lo vi. La gente sí se sorprendió cuando a ella hambre le dio. Las cumbias puede ella bailar, ella también puede cantar. Mini se puede divertir cuando vamos a salir. Se llama Mini, la mínimo. Camarada de corazón, le dicen Mini, la mínimo. Ponte trucha que ya llegó.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.